It's a pleasure to be here today with one of our valued Weil leaders, Justin Lee. Over the years, Justin has taken many leadership roles, and most recently has been named co-head of our U.S. banking and finance practice, as well as the global head of our LME, or Liability Management Initiative. Thank you for joining me here today, Justin.
Thank you so much for having me. Very excited to be here.
Great. Justin, I'd like to start by talking a little bit about your practice and going back to when you were first starting out. Why did you gravitate towards banking?
If I went back in time and I was a summer associate again, I would do it all exactly as I had. Did I have any idea at that point that's where I would land? Absolutely not. It was an iterative process, getting to know the group, getting to know the clients. I think that the summer program does a really great job of giving you an opportunity to see lots of different practice areas. And one of the things that resonated with me about the banking group is just every day is different. It's solving puzzles. It's working with clients in all different contexts. So an acquisition, a refinancing, a troubled situation, and finding creative solutions with them and really partnering with them. So that really spoke to me. The people in the group are outstanding. The clients are outstanding. And most recently, I've been really able to dive into our liability management practice as well.
That's good. I remember the days. I remember your relationship with Dan, and you were somebody who was spotted early on that you would one day be in a leadership role. One thing I want to talk about, because there's been a lot of discussion about it, is LMEs. Something that was developed right here at Weil. Can you talk more about the market for LMEs and what you've been seeing with clients?
Sure. Liability management has been around for years and years, right? And I think that a lot of it originated at Weil, some of the most marquee transactions. And I think what we've done is just really organized ourselves, made sure we have a core team of folks who know the latest and greatest in the market, that we're really sharing that knowledge, and that we're collaborating with each other to make sure that our clients are getting the best world-class service.
Yeah, and I remember because when I asked around as to who should lead the initiative, it was nice that there was unanimity that it should be you, and it's off to a great start, and I want to thank you for volunteering to do that. Now, Justin, you're a lifer here, as I am as well, and you've also been head of our summer program and incredibly active in our recruiting efforts across the board. What is it that you think makes the Weil platform and culture so special?
I think it's a really special place, and that's why I've spent my entire career here. Working and running the summer program with Jessica Falk, who's a good friend of mine, partner in litigation, also was a summer associate with me. It's just fun to see the development of the next class of folks as they come through our program. They get to know the Weil family. They get to know the dynamics at Weil and how we all make each other better day in, day out.
And I like the use of the word family, because that is something that we strive for in our culture, which is to create a business family, which is obviously different than the personal family, but it really is a group of people who help each other, and you exemplify that, and that was a lot having to do with giving you all those different leadership roles. As someone who's been active in recruiting for the firm, what do you think is the most critical key to success at Weil?
I find that the folks who really thrive at Weil are those that are willing to dive in. They're willing to volunteer. They're not just looking to be a lawyer who works behind closed doors. They're looking to collaborate. They're looking to join on. They're looking to be involved in affinity groups, in pro bono activities, in client development, and really crafting kind of a very collaborative culture, a lift each other up culture, and one that everyone succeeds by making the whole greater than the sum of the parts.
Yeah, no, I think that's something that you clearly have taken on from your mentor, Dan Dokos, and someone that did it for you and others, and you're doing it for others, which I think is part of that Weil tradition and culture of keeping it going and having the next generation understand the culture and the history and what we're striving to achieve. As a newer practice head, what have you learned about being in broader firm management, and have there been any surprises?
Have there been any surprises? Absolutely. There's so much that goes into making a successful firm and a successful group, and it's about bringing partners together, finding opportunities to collaborate, finding joint clients, things that we could be doing better, things that we can continue to build upon, and to continue to expand on our relationships, our brand, and our successes.
It's wonderful to hear, and I found that true when I was growing up. I'd like to round out the conversation by asking you something a little bit more open-ended than the questions I've been asking you, which is, who is a leader outside of the legal industry that you admire, and why do you admire that person?
So I think one person that jumps to mind is Lloyd Blankfein, who really led Goldman Sachs through some really turbulent times, and I think he was a man of the people to a lot of extent. I think he was very thoughtful in his leadership strategy, and I think one thing that always I think about with leadership is the best leaders are those that are constantly evaluating how they're doing, what they could be doing better, and hearing from all different perspectives. And I think that he was a good example of that.
And I can tell you, having played golf with Lloyd a couple of times, he is a man of the people.
Appreciate
That's
that.
not just something that you see when he's being interviewed. It's something that is real when he's really just a real person who obviously did a great job at Goldman. Now we're going to have a little bit of fun.
Sure.
I'm going to ask you what we call the lightning round questions, and I'm going to ask them. I'm going to rapid fire them at you and see what you think.
Love that.
Okay. How do you like to start each day?
I wake up very early. My husband and I are probably, up and running by 5:30. Usually we'll take turns going to the gym. We have a 4-week-old and a 5-year-old at home. So we have to take turns going to the gym, but we're usually like 6 a.m. gym folks.
I'm in the gym with you, but not at the same gym, but I'm in the gym that early as well. What's your favorite snack?
I'm a little bit all over the place. I would say like pretzels, pickles, and cheese. Probably my go-tos.
Wow. Mine would be ice cream, but that's unique. What's your go-to health wellness activity?
Love taking a walk around Brooklyn Heights with my family, going on the promenade. I think it's just nice to get some fresh air. And when it's not oppressively hot outside, nice to get a little bit of outside time.
What's the last movie that you watched on an airplane?
So I was just in London twice for LME activities. I was also in LA. So I had a lot of time to watch movies, and there's not a lot of options. I saw Nora and the Bob Dylan flick were both probably the two most recent.
What was your favorite subject in high school?
Probably English.
What's your peak time of day?
Definitely a morning person. I kind of start petering out around like 9 or 10. And I
join the club. I'm up at 4:30 or 5, and 9 o'clock, 9:30. I want to be going to sleep. Name a habit or attribute that drives your significant other crazy.
Once I get something in my mind, so it'll be a weekend, we'll just be relaxing, and then all of a sudden I decide it's time for us to donate clothes, or it's time for us to reorganize the closet, and I'm just one-minded, and I'm like, this is what we're doing today.
And if you ever want to reorganize the closet, you can come and do mine.
Michael loves it.
What's the last TV show that you binge watched?
So Netflix is a great resource because we can go back and watch from the beginning anything. And we started on You. We're probably on season 4 of You. It's been really interesting, and it's something that we missed out on in the first wave, so we get to catch up in the second wave.
Name an upcoming vacation or trip that you're looking forward to.
It's a trick question because we have a 4-week-old at home, so we are not traveling at the moment, but we did do a really awesome trip to Tuscany during Maya's spring break as the last trip of a family of 3.
Awesome. What word would an associate on one of your matters use to describe you?
Definitely very responsive, very proactive, and very commercial, I'd like to think.
Well, thank you. This has been great. I want to thank you for accepting the leadership roles. I want to thank you for everything that you've done since day one at being at Weil. You're a role model for others. You're a terrific firm citizen. You're an important member of the Weil family, and thank you for being you, and thank you for doing this interview. Really, really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Appreciate all the support over the years.